I am so hyped for season 3. Look at these outfits. These look as good, if not better, than the fantasy outfits that we just got in the game. And I imagine we're going to get like 2 to 3 more of these outfits. Maybe not right away, but we could see a potential post on Twitter for the next set of outfits tomorrow. They seem to be releasing like one thing per day, roughly, to hype season 3 up. So I'm so happy they finally decided to do this. Now season 3 is literally just days away, so they did wait quite a long time, but now, you know, when it rains it pours, and there's still time for a crossplay announcement. But I'm telling you guys right now, I do not expect a crossplay announcement until season 4. That's just my speculation though. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think we're going to get a season 4 crossplay update, or do you think it'll happen in season 3? But yeah, these outfits are coming guaranteed now in season 3. We kind of already knew this from the reveal trailer, but now we have an official image. I'm really excited for this. And then besides the costumes though, we are also getting a new quirk skill set for Deku, okay? And then potentially, it is guaranteed that we're getting characters mid-season. It's speculated, because we already have these character skill sets in the game, but it's speculated that those characters that are coming mid-season will be all for one or twice, or both of them, right? I'm thinking both of them. I'm hoping 2 characters per season now, because that will help the game out a lot. JP said characters plural, Global said character, so I don't know which we're gonna end up getting, but we are definitely getting a mid-season character. So that means now you guys have a lot to think about for what you're gonna pull on. Are you guys going to be pulling for these outfits, which are, in all fairness, they're sick, okay? These are actually not recolored skins. They look good. They look very good, okay? Or are you guys going to pull for the quirk skill set for Deku? Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll be on the same banner, but probably not. Or are you going to pull for the mid-season characters being twice or all for one? You know, that's a lot to think about, okay? I'm hoping though, when the quirk skill set comes out, that maybe they'll rate up some of the past characters with the quirk skill set. That might just be wishful thinking on my part, but we don't know exactly how banners are going to work for the quirk skill sets yet, so there's always hope that maybe like Kirishima will be rated up with the quirk skill set, or Yayorozu or something like that. That'd be very cool, right? So let me know your guys' thoughts on that down in the comments. Who are you going to be pulling for? And then in addition, let's go ahead and take a look at the reveal of Deku's skills, because we have the alpha, the beta, and the gamma, and I have already watched these through, and I think they look very good. Now the alpha, I will say right off the bat, looks very similar to the alpha he already has, except for maybe not as good, because now instead of having one single shot that does a lot of damage, you have that damage distributed between multiple shots that spreads out. So like, it's a very different play style, right? So now this is more for like a spammy team fight where you're fighting like 2 or 3 teams at a time. That AoE is actually going to be better than one focused attack. You don't have to aim as much, and then when you do decide to aim in though, it brings all those shots together, and it makes it easier to hit them all and get your full amount of damage, right? And it does look like there is a limit of 3 hits before the character gets knocked. So that's good, at least, that you're not going to be able to just spam it like with Bakugo shots, just boom, 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 over and over again. 3 shots, they get knocked down. That's not too bad, right? So it looks really interesting. I'm interested to see how it plays out in the new map. I think the new map might be a little bit too cluttered for that AoE, but in like the USJ, it's definitely going to go crazy. I don't know. We'll have to see how the new map plays, but I'm thinking it might be a little bit more difficult to use that spread shot in this new map, because I feel like they've opened up these buildings for people to go into buildings, and it's going to be a lot more close quarters, right? So we'll have to wait and see. But that's okay that it's more close quarters ideally, because they have changed the rest of his kit to be more of like, I would argue, a close quarters kit. This looks very reminiscent for his beta skill of Kirishima to me. Like, watch this, okay? A ground smash, right? But then it gets better. You go like this with his gamma, and then ground smash again. I love that combo. I love that combo. That combo is so good. And it looks like you get 3 charges, right? Now the question is, do you get 3 charges off the rip, like at level 1? Or do you get the 3 charges as you level up, okay? My other question is, with this particular, or not this skill, but with the gamma skill, right? Are you going to be able to have teammates jump off the gamma skill? Okay, so you'll see him do his beta here, and then he'll do his gamma, and then he jumps over the gamma. Like, he the only one able to jump over his gamma? Or like, are you able to put this wall up and be like, okay team, we got ambush, ready, here we go, 3, 2, 1, jump out on them. Imagine a whole team jumping over that wall. That looks so sick. That's very cinematic. That'll be very, very cool, right? But we'll have to wait and see. So those are kind of some of the questions I have about the beta and the gamma. But you know, I already feel like his beta is inherently better than Kirishima's in a way. I don't know, we'll have to see damage, but just like kit wise, because he is able to do this and he gives himself height, whereas Kirishima can't do that, right? And then he's able to slam down. Kirishima needs like Kendo to throw him up to do that, so I feel like this Deku is going to be very, very interesting in my opinion. Okay, I'm worried that people are going to be like a better version of Kirishima and just say like Kirishima's not good now, but I hope that's not the case. He's very different from Kirishima in a lot of ways, okay? And then right here is his gamma skill. It shows us kind of how many charges he might potentially have on his gamma skill. So we have 2 charges right there. And I feel like if they had another charge on him at any level, they would have shown us 3 charges right here, like a full fortress going up around him. I think it'd be really cool to see 4 walls going around so you can fortress your team in, get ready for that counterattack. Your whole team jumps over the wall, whichever wall you want to do. I think that'd be very cool. I don't know if they'll give him 4 walls. That might be a little bit, you know, overpowered. I think 2 is probably more fair and probably what they're going to go with. So I feel like they showed 2 because 2 is how many you're going to get. But yeah, this looks very, very cool. So jumping over it, I love the fact that there's more to the wall than just being defense, right? I really thought it was just going to be a defensive wall. I'm glad they put thought into it and made it different. And then of course the wall can do damage as well. I want to know how much damage the wall actually does though. Notice they don't show damage numbers for any of this. I'm so nervous that they're going to make the character broken off the start just so people play him and like want to summon for the kit, which, you know, gacha games do. They make things broken at the start because they're like, okay, we're going to make people want this. So I don't know, this kit could be very, very broken. I'm interested to see how it plays in the game. I am so excited for season 3 though. Honestly guys, there's just so much to look forward to and so much now to think about when it comes to summoning. Are you going to summon for costumes? Are you going to summon for the skill set? Or are you going to summon for the mid-season characters? You know, what are you going to save for? What are you going to summon on? It's just so much to think about. And honestly, I don't blame you if you want to summon for these outfits because these outfits are very, very cool. They're really good outfits. Okay. So I personally am torn. I really want the quirk skill set, right? But like at the same time here, it's easier to pull one of the 3 outfits than it is to pull one quirk skill set. So I don't know how I feel about that, right? I'm hoping we get more quirk skill sets here in season 3 as well, besides just 1, because if we're just doing 1 per season, I don't think that's going to be enough. But if we get like 2 or 3 per season, that'd be very, very hype. Or maybe you throw, I think, the mid-season banner with the characters and a new quirk skill set, give us more to summon for. People will be okay with the gacha system, right? Because you have more chances to get at least one of the things that you want. So if you release 2 characters at a time and a quirk skill set, you know, let's say you only get one of the characters, you don't get the quirk skill set or the other characters, at least you're walking away with something. Okay. Whereas before, previously, they released 1 character at a time. You didn't get the character, you're walking away with nothing, and you're like, crap. Okay. Or you pull the character that had been previously featured on a previous banner and you already had them, and you're like, well, that's useless to me. Okay. So hopefully them releasing more new stuff on banners is what's going to happen, and I think that will improve just the overall life of the game. Even though, you know, it is gacha, they're not going to get rid of the gacha, so I'd like to see them improve that. But let me know how you guys feel about all this down in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and peace.